Okay, so technically there are like 3 days until the quail are supposed to hatch, but one of them has already hatched. You can see him, he's right there. And actually, I still had the egg turner in there. And so he had hatched on top of the egg turner. And so I had to immediately take all the eggs off. I was gonna do that this morning because, well, look. See, we've still got like 3 days. You can see that right there. So yeah, we've got an early hatcher. Oh, he's almost there. Oh, there he is. Okay, so we're going into Cat Ranch because I gotta get a bunch of stuff that I thought I had, but I don't. So let's go get it. Alright, so we gotta get some starter feed, which normally I will just get any organic one, organic non-GMO one, and it's fine if it's just like a chick starter. I never had a problem. I've grown plenty of quail and I've never had a problem with just using like the chick starter feed, one that's non-GMO and organic if you can find it. Sometimes you can't, but let's see. See, this is one that normally you would use for quail. It's just the game bird starter grower because quail is a game bird, but I just want it organic and non-GMO because that's how we roll. So what we might do, we might get this one right here. I like this one. It's about 20%, so 20% protein. The game bird one I think is 24, yeah, 24%, but it works just fine for the baby quail. And then we have to get some bedding for them, but that's outside, so we'll ask them at the front desk, and then we'll get it. Okay, now we gotta find a treat for Kenai, my dog, but we gotta get something that's also all natural and doesn't have a bunch of additives in it, so these look really good, but the thing is, I can easily make these myself. 100% beef flavored treats, $20. That's kind of a lot. So, let's go see if we can find something else. Okay, it looks like we got a lot of options here. We want something, though, that really doesn't have anything. It says no added salt, sugar, or cane molasses. Should we get her this? Should we do the chicken or the duck? This is pretty good. She actually prefers duck more than she likes chicken, so. Okay, so now we have the rosebud bedding, which is this.
That's rosebud bedding?
Yep. Not the cedar one, but the pine shavings. I find that quail actually do pretty good with the pine shavings, and they've never had problems with it.
Hey, look, this is what you need for your farm.
That would fit you, not me.
Okay.
Kenai, trying her new treats. She really likes them. Sit. Sit. It's not the same thing. Shake. She's like so excited. Whoa. Good girl. Okay, go run. Okay, so it is dark outside, so I hope you can see me. But we have to go find, it's just like a little tin basin that we're going to put just a few chicks in for right now. Keep them in a smaller area. She's being a little wild right now. So we're going to go look in the garden shed first and see if it's in there. If it's not, we're going to go look in the other shed. Alright, let's see here. I am not seeing the tin basin in here. So it might be in the other one, but let's go.
Go look.
Let's go take a look. Alright, let's check out this and see if it's in here. I'm already not seeing anything. So, I don't think it's in here either. There is one other place though, I think that we can check. And if all else fails, we're just gonna put them in a container. What? There's a whole bag of pine shavings right there. I did not need to go buy a whole nother bag. Oh hey, there it is! Found it! Alright, we gotta get rid of this other stuff.
Want some help?
Alright. Okay. Get rid of that. This is what I'm searching for right here because... Oh hey. It's good to know I have that too.
What is it? What?
It's just a metal, like, wash basin kind of thing. Because, well, I'm sorry. This is just so you can see my face, but... funny story, and maybe you don't want to know this, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. My mom was bathed in this as a child. Isn't that crazy? This thing right here. Yep.
Like,
Back when they lived in Colorado, and my grandpa worked at a YMCA camp. And
YMCA.
lived
Wait,
in a cabin or something.
like the song YMCA?
Like the song YMCA, yep. So, this is what we're using. This is also just kind of tradition. This is what I've always started. This is what I started my chicks in. So, kind of cool, eh? Okay, so the most unfortunate thing happened. So after we were done recording the videos on Monday, somehow my settings got changed on my camera, and all the videos that I recorded the past like 5 days were recorded in slow motion. So I lost all of that footage, unfortunately. But now that we're here, I'm just going to explain a little bit of what happened the past few days and some of the challenges that I've dealt with having these quail. This is the weirdest hatch that I have ever had. There's been several that have splayed leg, and more than I've ever had before, and I haven't changed anything about how I hatch them or hatching them in the incubator. Then there's been some that have been born with, that have hatched with disabilities and have hatched crippled. And I have several ideas or guesses of how this has all happened. My humidity levels were very inconsistent. I think my incubator's having some problems. I think that could be a thing. Also, it's possible that it could be genetic things, because there's several different problems. Some of them, they just fall over and they have a really hard time getting up. Some of them look like they have neurological problems. So yeah, this is kind of a weird hatch. But so my first chick hatched on Monday, and I still have some hatching today, and it's Saturday. So it's been like 5-6 days, and they're still hatching. This is probably I think this is day 23 of since I put the eggs in the incubator. So it's just kind of weird that like it's been this long and I still have quail that are hatching. So I am going to show you a little bit of the setup that I have for my quail. It's very, very basic, and it's temporary. Okay, so as you can see, it is very, very basic. This is a heating plate, so I prefer to use heating plates instead of lamps because like if they're circadian rhythm, when it's dark, it should be dark, or when it's night, it should be dark, and when it's day, it should be light. And so this helps a lot with their circadian rhythm, and also there's so much less risk with using a heating plate than using a lamp. So let me just take this off. You can look at. So one of the things, this one you see, it's like can't stand up. So I've had several that have been born like that and have had problems. That one keeps holding on. He falls over, but then he gets up. But yeah, so on the bottom I have the rosebud pine shavings, and then their food that I just have. It's in the lower part, the lower plate of a bigger feeder, and then also just the lower part of a water feeder. As you can see, there are some rocks in it because, especially with how weak some of these quail are, if they fall into that and it's deep enough, like, they'll drown. And I've seen chicks drown before, and it's not fun to watch. So it's I put rocks in there, I put some little pebbles in there, and they can still get their water. But yeah, that guy's not doing very good. I've already had 2 die that have had his problems, so he's probably on his way, unfortunately. But that happens sometimes. And again, this hatch was super weird. But this is a very, very simple setup. You don't even have to use like a metal basin or trough or anything, because I mean, you can really use anything. You can use a container, you can use a cardboard box. Very simple. They don't demand much. They need water, food, heat, and some bedding underneath them. That's really it. And feel like they're more protected. But it's been really cute because they actually have gotten quite used to my hands. And so sometimes I'll put my hand here and sometimes they'll hop up in my hand, or I'll put my hand on top of them and they'll just snuggle between my fingers, which is kind of cute. But yeah, so there you go. Very simple setup. I love my plate heater. I think this brand is comfortchicks.com. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the reason why I decided to start raising quail again. So for those of you who have been subscribed to me for the past couple years, 2 years ago I had a full-blown farm. I had sheep, ducks, quail, chickens, fish. I had a lot of different animals. I think I had over 50, and I loved raising quail. They're pretty simple and easy to raise, but there can be some challenges with them. But I really wanted to start them up again for a couple reasons. And one is I really want to try to raise quail on the ground. It can be really challenging to have quail that are just roaming on the ground. They get frightened super easily, and so you have to either have like a 6-foot enclosure that they're in, or one that's like 1 foot, and then have lots of brush on the ground or something that they can hide underneath. So I really wanted to try that and raise them up in the mountains. That's gonna be a challenge, but we're gonna try it because I really want to figure it out and see how it goes, because quail are meant to live in the mountains and meant to live like where there's lots of forests and stuff and sagebrush. So I wanted to try to raise them up there because I want to raise them for meat, mainly. Because quail are super nutrient dense. I think they're mainly brown meat, and their eggs have like 3 times the amount of protein per gram than chicken eggs, which is crazy. Yeah, I love protein. I eat a lot of protein. So yes, those are the 2 main reasons why I want to raise quail. And they're also super cute and they're fun, and I miss farming. And so I'm excited to get back into all of this. I have many visions of of things that I want to do this summer. So yeah, if you subscribe to my channel, then you will see how all of this goes. And this summer I'm actually planning on moving up to the mountains. We've got a cabin up in the mountains, and I'm gonna move up there, and I'm going to figure out really how to raise chickens and quail up in the mountains, especially when we've got predators like fox and bears and cougars. It's gonna be a really fun process, and I'm super excited for it. So yeah, there you go. That is my video. That is much shorter than it was supposed to be, but unfortunately things happen. You just gotta kind of move on from it and keep going. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hope you have a great day. See you on the next one.